Dating in 2021. Jesus. Miranda, I think I need to be your keeps for the streets this week.
Wow, what's up? What happened, child?
It's time to unmute me.
Unmuting now.
The podcast that connects you with the different voices, topics, and perspectives about relationships to grow a deeper understanding.
Relationships are hard.
This is real life. Hear both sides while we tap into the fun.
Ask what would be spicy.
The bad,
toxic relationship,
and everything in between.
Boy, bye.
Now let's talk it out to work it out with your licensed counselor, Portia Smith.
Street, unmute me. The latest gossip in the tea, unmute me. Don't turn me off at the speed, unmute me. You'll tune in every week, unmute me. We got the word on the street, unmute me. The latest gossip in the tea, unmute me. Don't turn me down, let the speak, unmute me. So tune in every week, unmute me.
All right, folks, what's going on? Welcome back, man. The Unmute Me podcast going down right now. Salute to all my guests on the panel right now. But our lovely host, Miss Portia Smith. What's up?
How you doing today? I have today with me, I have Miss Tiffany.
Hello.
I have Miss E. I have Mr. 4th of July. And I have Dr. Lattimore, Mark. How y'all doing today? We have a good show for you today. We're talking about dating in 2021. I just want to know how hard it is to date.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, you were talking about why you stopped dating, or not really tell your view.
That was in 2014. I was ahead of the curve. I love my sister. I go to war for every last one of them, but I ain't enough for them.
I don't believe that. I don't believe when you just say you're not enough for them. First of all, you how old?
59.
You 40. You're like 41, right? 41, yeah. 42.
I just turned 42.
You look every bit of like 27.
You do.
Well, you're not finna sit here and tell me.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's bad for the 27-year-old, because that means they doing something real bad then. Because I look like a 42-year-old man to me.
No, you don't.
You don't at all.
If you told me you was 27, I'll be like, oh, okay. If you told me you was 31, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Now, if you said 38, 39, I give you it.
No. So
you don't look like you're in your 40s at all.
Me that a whole bunch of women walk past a 41-year-old who look 27 with his own house.
They don't know I got no house. They don't know I got that neither. They can't see that. They only see a short dude that ain't got no money.
They just walk past you because you're short.
Not really. Now they speak and ask me where the real man at. I just bet.
This Negro is full of it.
No, I don't. But I did stop. I stopped dating. I'm focusing more on myself. I mean, that's where it's at. I'm gonna get everything that I'm supposed to have, women, money, career included, gonna come to me as long as I focus on what I need to be doing. But I go to war for my sisters. I help my sisters out. Trying to lose weight, I got you. Trying to get some money help, I got you. I'm not handing you money. I teach you a little something about money, but that's it.
Are you romantic with these women?
How am I romantic?
Are you the type of man that'll send some flowers?
I don't even try. I'm not trying to do none of that.
But if you were,
that's why you ain't pulling.
I'm not trying to pull. That's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about pulling.
But when you were dating, when you were out there in the field, were you like using romantic gestures, sending flowers, doing a little romantic?
No, I like to get to know people, because romantic to one person ain't the same to the next. Some people hate flowers. Some people don't like a lot of jewelry. Some people love that. I like to get to know you first, and then whatever romantic, whatever draws you in, yeah, I oblige that. Ain't no problem. I look a whole lot younger now since I stopped. So, I mean, I'm good.
So you saying you look so young because women don't stress you out.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, that's partially on the man too. Can't juggle a lot of women. That's a whole nother job. Don't do that to yourself. That's what I tell players, my folks, don't do that.
I don't get it. How a man can have a whole household and you still be trying to be with somebody else and run that household. You taking them out, spending money on them, huh?
It's a difference trying to be with and trying to smash. A man can smash all day.
No, I ain't talking about just smashing. I understand if you got a person at home, but then you smashing to somebody else. I don't understand. You got a person at home, but then now you got this other person. You taking them out on dates. You want to go out on dates 5 days a week.
You got to be honest with yourself. Is this woman that you quote unquote committed to? Was that what you really wanted, or would that look good for you, or what's good for you?
Right, but why have that woman
all day, but that don't mean you want it.
You doing all the stuff you do with a girlfriend, with a woman on the street. If she need money, you give her money. If y'all going out all the time, you always with her at your house. While your woman at the house bored and alone.
Like when it come down to stuff like that, it could be that they're just like on a break.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
In the same house on the break.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah,
I can't speak for all men.
That happened to. Oh, you go.
No, go ahead, because you're about to make a point.
That happened where I had met this guy, and I thought the dude was married, but the more I started paying attention to him, I realized, like, man, he's not wearing his wedding ring, right? And then like it just started like friendly little Instagram stuff, right? And then me being nosy and the private detective, I started going on his wife's page to see what's going on, and all her posts was how to mend your heart after a broken relationship, and the Lord will help me solve. And then she started exercising real hard, trying to get her body so they come to find out, like, oh, they're not something happened where it came out that they weren't together. But just as sure as the sky is blue, they're clearly back together now. So sometimes people just have a rock in the relationship. But woe to me if I would have just took that opportunity and been like, oh yeah, let me get flued out and let me enjoy myself with this man. And then he get back with his wife.
When a man got multiple women, either he got options, he just want to use them, or it's obviously he's not getting what he wanted at the house.
Do you think that's greedy now?
Is it? I don't know what's going on at home. Cause you say, well, you can say like the weight gain thing. I say as a man, we like, some people like big girls, some people don't, whatever you like. You want that to stay close to that. Close. Every man in common sense know your woman might fluctuate 20 pounds. We know that. If you met her, she's 150, she's 180, 175. Okay, that happens. But 220, 225, 250, you still do what you do, but you like, you know what, baby, it just ain't the same.
Right.
You still beautiful to me.
I think it's kind of unfair for men if you get with a girl and she's like a size 1 and then she just blow up to a size 2.
After you have a baby.
But see, that's the thing. Here's the thing. If you have a kid, you had a person. Most men understand that.
Oh, no, they be cheating while you're pregnant.
I don't know about that. Like you just said, like they're physical, like they look at the physical aspect of a woman. Yeah. So even if you have like 4 or 5 kids, you may you may gain 30 pounds, but then it may be hard because of whatever happened during birth or things like that. Because I know like a lot of women that I know who had kids, like they can't lose their stomach or because of just certain things while having giving childbirth. And if a man is more into like the physical aspect, I don't think that's really fair. Because I mean, there are some men that will like leave because of certain things like that, but I don't think it's fair because at the end of the day they bore all their kids.
I can think it's not fair for women to leave a man if he go from making 100,000 to 50,000. Whatever, it's just what it is. But I'm gonna tell you, like most guys, I can speak for myself. I can't speak for all men, but large majority of men I personally know, if you have our child, not somebody else's child, you gain weight from having our child, it's totally understandable. I just told you, if you go from 150, 175, 180, that's a 30-pound weight gain. That happens. That's not irrational. I was like, okay, how your wife got big? Man, we had 2, 3 kids.
But most couples that I see around here, they both get fat.
Exactly.
I see couples where they
I see that a lot too.
They look like 2 Oompa Loompas walking around.
When I was dating, I was fat, being comfortable, fat, dumb, and happy, and I was miserable though. As far as my physical and my regular health, it was bad. But yeah, I was in a relationship and I didn't like it. But that's just what it is. I'm gonna tell you, and when I'm training people, a lot of my guys, as soon as they start dating, same thing happened, bro. They gain some weight. I mean, it ain't for me. If I'd rather be like this. I'm fine like this, staying in shape, stacking money, and keep my body right, keep my mind sharp.
Have y'all seen the Netflix movie Secret Society? Tell me y'all haven't seen this movie.
I haven't. So
no.
Oh my God, it is so good. Okay, so this whole show pretty much, I don't want to spoil it. It's good.
It's on Netflix. We can see it anyway. Go ahead.
It's these two trans women, but they moved from one state to Atlanta. And what they do, they don't tell men that they're trans.
Oh no.
They pretend they've been getting money from men. Like, it really kind of, as a woman, I feel like it really kind of teach you the game too. Like, how they hustle men is crazy. And they don't be sleeping with these guys at first, but when they do, they start trying to trick them, and they'll tuck, and they'll only do it from the back per se. But they have, like, their bodies are banging, like they are beautiful. They had one guy that actually knew them from back in the day and was telling one of the girls' boyfriend that, it was these fine women that everybody thought they were women, they end up being men. And he was like, oh my God. So when he came home, he confronted his girlfriend. And so she had locked herself in the bathroom, and she's like, oh no, I'm not a man. I'm not a man. Why would he tell you something like that? And you just automatically think he's talking about me, that kind of stuff. But what do y'all
really just told the whole movie?
Oh my God, y'all gotta watch it. It is good. It is good.
You told me everything I need to know.
It's good.
I know. You ain't give us a preview. You told
the whole movie. But it's good, guys. Y'all gotta see it. Like, but what do you think about that? Like, men pretending to be women, but not being honest about it and being upfront.
It's dangerous.
In our culture, we're just very judgmental in our culture.
Right.
Because the truth of the matter is, if Black people, we as a culture just accepted that, then they wouldn't even have to lie about being trans. Because white trans women don't have to lie about being trans. Because the white men are so like accepting of it. Like, oh, that's what you do. It is what it is. It's no different than a girl that was very promiscuous in high school who has to move out of town to get married because all the Black boys like, that's a hoe. But a white girl, she could go to college. She can smash all the people. She can do porn. She can go be on Girls Gone Wild and get married and have 3 kids like it's nothing.
Right. And I get what you're saying, but is it cool to just be tricking people though? To the point.
But the question is, why do they have to do that?
I get that. They want to be free. They want to be open. But I don't like the fact, if you watch the show, like, their main thing was to not tell the guys that they were, because they felt like they weren't gonna get all this stuff. The guys were gonna get mad if they found out they were trans. They were gonna try to hurt them, beat them up, stuff like that.
So is it a question that, do you feel sorry for? Because most men, when they feel betrayed like that, it usually ends up in them getting murdered.
Right.
So when you find out that a transgender has been slain, do you feel sorry for them if you find out that, I found out that she was a man and I couldn't take it and I just killed her?
I don't feel like a person should die for something like that. You shouldn't be tricking him into sex knowing you're a man.
I don't care who you are. If you're trying to deceive people, no, bro. I can't. It's no justification for it to be deceitful. You trying to deal with heterosexual men and you lying to them. So you can't control how somebody react to that, because you was living a whole lie in the first place, and you impersonate what they look for and desire off a lie. And nothing wrong with accepting the LGBT, but the deceit part is where the major problem lies. You just walked into some stuff, Dr. Lattimore.
Unfair to the heterosexual man to think that, I'm in a heterosexual relationship, and then all of a sudden, no, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, for real, that's because you gotta think, if a man really in his masculine and that's how he operates, he want to deal with women. He looking for a woman. He looking for a fine woman. He trying to spoil his woman. He might want to have children with his woman. And then to find out, you know what? You deceiving me like this? No.
And see, that's what happened when they fell in love, and he wanted to introduce her to his mom. No. And then she started crying. It was like, I got to tell you something. I got to be honest. So she finally told him she was a man. And that's when he was just like, he didn't go crazy on her and then like that. He left, but at the end of the show, he came back because he was in love. Have you seen the movie Secret Society on Netflix? Oh, okay. Don't spoil it for everybody. I watched it like 4 times.
I need to go check it out.
I know. She told the front, the back, the climax, the end.
We get off this, I gotta watch it.
I'm gonna go check it out tonight then.
Y'all gotta watch it. I watched it 4 times.
You said Secret Society?
Secret Society. Get you up to speed. We're talking about dating in 2021. How hard is it? What do you think?
Oh, it's hard.
This man is a doctor. Like what you mean hard? What the
hell? I mean, it's hard. It's like y'all said, like nowadays you gotta wonder if somebody gonna deceive it at, like you said, like how y'all saying, like, okay, are you now you gotta wonder somebody completely a female, you got one of they straight out male. You know, instead of just being honest about who you are, like y'all saying, it's kind of like, you know, it's almost, you know, you almost have to do a deep dive. You know, some people I do know, especially ladies, man, y'all be doing y'all depe dive in it. You know, it'd be crazy the stuff y'all be finding out. You be like for real, like, oh, I didn't know this. I'm like, y'all some great investigators. but nowadays you have to, man, and you know, it's just not just saying like hiding who their sexuality is. A lot of times it's finding out about, oh, you got a whole family over here,
right? That's
you got a whole nother thing going on over here. Let's say like being in Atlanta, across town, you got a whole nother 5-year relationship going on that nobody knows about. So it's definitely, it's interesting and hard. Ladies are being more aggressive with the men. You know, nowadays it's like it doesn't even matter if you're in a relationship, people still gonna come at you. You can say, "Oh, I'm married." They can see the ring. It seems like, I don't know, I feel like it's just hard now. Before you used to see the ring, you knew to back off. Now you see the ring, they feel like, I'm still make this a challenge. I'm still seeing if I can still talk to them. I don't care. You know, like at least I know that if something happens, they're not gonna go tell type of situation.
Right.
It's a situation of them feeling like they got a lot to lose. So they're gonna be careful how they handle them.
Yeah. I had a coworker like that. Had people that actually they say that they was married. They only mess with people that were married because they knew, like, so they had something to lose. So they will only deal with somebody that was married.
What do y'all think about swingers?
That's the life you want to live.
Boy. Just sit and agree and co-sign, and there's no abuse, mental or physical. Who am I to say what y'all doing? Because I can see it, one person with it just going along for the ride. They're like, this is what we doing.
Speaking of that, the life of Arinda. So I went on a first date with this guy.
Okay.
I probably told y'all this story.
I remember the story, but you ain't tell everybody. I remember the story.
I went on a date with this guy, and we went to the Georgia Auburn game. So, you know, that was a big deal. So after the game, he was like, we're going to go to this club. I was like, okay. So I got dressed. We got ready to go to this club. When we got to the club, I noticed there was no signs on the club. It was in Atlanta. It was just a brick club. And what caught my attention was like, it was heaters all outside. I was like, this is so nice. So when we got in, it was like $300. I'm like, what club is this that costs $300 to get in? And everybody was just so friendly. Just friendly. They had food and lobster and steak. I was like, really enjoying myself. Until they were like, so everybody, it's time for us to go in the back. Anyway, it was club trapeze. There was people hunching everywhere. I'm talking about, it was.
Oh yeah.
This was the first date. If you're in a relationship and you want to spice it up or whatever, I actually recommend.
Yeah, you got to render silver proof. All right.
Right.
But a first date
spot to go check out.
Yeah.
But for a first date, that is so rude and disrespectful.
Well, I mean, it's to see if you was with it. If you was with it, hey. If not, he got his answer.
I've had a guy that I was talking to. We was talking for about a month. And then we were really kind of feeling each other. We were talking about going to the next step or probably getting into a relationship. And he was like, I got to tell you something. He was like, I go to sex parties. They go like on beautiful trips. They be staying in mansions. They have a lot of parties in Atlanta. And he wanted to see if that was something I could handle.
I guess you could just say that's just a whole nother life. And if it's two people that have mutually decided that that's what they want to do, I don't think it's up to the rest of the world to judge them. I just think you should let the person know in advance. Don't blind.
That's what I was about to say. You know, your situation and your situation is two totally different. You know, where you know you like Portia, you know, you and him were talking for about a month. So you know, and then he came into you and told you. But Miss E, that was your first date, and then
first date.
So you know,
do it all on it. What's that?
Yeah, hey, let's do it.
I could not believe it, but it's still just.
What you said? What you ate? Some lobster? Or you had some steak?
Lobster and steak. Oh, they
sounds interesting.
Yeah, they had shells. Like it's a bar. Y'all ain't never been. Y'all never been.
I'm gonna go try the food out.
Food is amazing.
We got vegan options too.
Yeah,
I don't know. They probably did. They had salads and fruits. And it was really
oh. I might just like to get some lunch one day just to see what you're talking about. For the food, you said the food good.
But you gotta think it was $300 to get in, so of course they're gonna have to feed you.
So if the food that good, then hey,
I'm about to say it was about $300-$400. Don't ask me how I know. I just know it's kind of up there.
But I feel like if you've been in a relationship for a long time, or you're a married couple, and you just wanted to spice it up. Because, I mean, they did have private rooms, too. You didn't necessarily have to be in front of all of those people.
Married couple that does that, but I don't know if they go there, but they do go to a swingers club in Atlanta, but they get private rooms just for them. They don't, from what he told me, they don't mess with other couples. They just go to kind of spice up their relationship.
Would you do that if you were dating somebody that was in the church and y'all were married?
Oh, no. I feel like church people be the worst. I feel like they be the ones that be doing that stuff.
Right.
I don't know.
Things that you be surprised. Like, oh, okay. They the ones might turn you out.
It be like Reverend Jones. Be like Reverend Jones. I just saw you on Sunday. What you doing over here?
I would like to get to know you, Pastor, respectfully. You know what I want to say though about the whole everything that we just talked about. I think people should just be unapologetically themselves, because there is somebody that will accept you 100% for who you are. I have lived a wild life, okay? I even have a co-worker, her husband, he do what he do, when he do what he do. She don't even care. She accepts him for whoever he is, and it works out for them. It's their relationship, and they're both happy.
That's something I don't understand. Why stay? Like, if a person is cheating on you constantly, you got to constantly inbox people or call them, text them. Why are you messing with my man? Why can't you put yourself through that?
It depends. But depending on it's a lot of context we don't know about people's relationship. That's why on the outside, I'm like, man, y'all dumb. But who am I to say? I ain't with nobody.
Some people don't want to be alone.
Right. Yeah,
they don't want to be alone. They'll put up whatever the other person doing.
Right. And then, you know, also like the financial dependency, you know, are they living together? You know, if not, I mean, if they are living together, is the other person actually taking care of the entire household? Yeah. And maybe that's the reason why they're staying, because, you know, they weren't able to afford, you know, a house or apartment and whatnot.
Do they have kids? It's a lot of stuff that comes with that.
In 2021, do y'all feel like cheating is just like really a big no in the relationship?
I don't know. I think
you say it's still a big no.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It depends. Like as on the male side, it's like the more money you got, it don't matter. It don't matter. That's what I mean. It's a big deal. I'm not. Am I tripping, Mark? When you get a certain income. No, I ain't saying you. Not you don't cheat. I know you don't cheat. Right. But I understand the way the outlook look now is, well, I guess more so than I ever paid attention to. The more income you bringing in, it's not that big of a deal.
Those that have money, celebrities, and finding out they cheating, it's like, oh, okay. Not surprised. I think now, nowadays it is coming to a point where it'd be like, oh, okay, I'm not surprised that somebody that they got, they cheating or whatever. I don't know what it is. Are you bored? Y'all can't find something to do because you can do whatever you want because you have all this money. I don't know. Like even with pastors doing, this big news come across. Oh, the pastor got found out they was cheating on their wife, or I'm like, oh, okay, not surprised. Because for one, I'm not holding that person to a high standard. I see you as a human being, where other people, they be about to cry and have a fit because, oh my God, I can't believe they did this.
What you want to say, Tor?
He hit a good bit, but I'm gonna say it depends. Like when it comes to women, when a man makes a certain amount of money, what is that woman in the relationship for is a factor. Is she looking for somebody to take care of her? Is she looking for somebody to put her up so she don't have to do much? And if she's looking for that kind of relationship, then she's like, well, I'm getting what I want. As long as he don't bring his mess in the house, I don't have nobody making me look stupid in the street. As long as he keep it away from me. As long as they're getting what they are looking for, it may look stupid to us or whatever, but like, no, everything paid for. I ain't got to worry about nothing. We good. He ain't bringing the mess in the house.
Yeah, I might know somebody, a lady, whatever, their man stepped out, husband stepped out, they got a whole baby somewhere else, and they still together.
I've experienced that with a few clients. I mean, I do the other child's hair. I mean, their husband stepped out and had a child, and they bring the child to the house to get their hair done. And we talk about it, and I asked them, how did it make you feel? They say, I was hurt, but we moved past it.
They say how long it took for them to move past it. I always be wondering, like, how long before you finally be like, you know what, I'm moving on. Just is it like the same amount of time, like if they just cheat on you in a sense without a kid? You know how you'll get mad. Y'all ladies get mad for man to step out. But just imagine that you gotta see this kid now forever.
Longer it take depending on how much money the man got.
With that money.
And I'm not listen, now if he don't make a lot of money, it's more devastating. But if he was like 7, 8, 9-figure man, it'd probably take 3-4 days.
3-4 days.
They women feel like Wolverines with that check, right?
And they go do their own thing. Like they'll step out and be like,
you know what? I don't necessarily think so, because men can't handle that.
Can't handle it, won't tolerate.
But what if they don't know about it?
They won't tolerate. And see, a man will shoot you. A man will kill you behind that.
Wait, we ain't gonna kill you. We just might want to. We ain't know.
No, they're actually I know a couple of people that
got murdered because she was cheating on her husband.
Right, and there's a couple of people that I know that they got murdered. So
I know that happens, but at the same time, some women have murdered their husbands too. So I mean, I don't want to put that out there. Like black men, we already got a bad image. Come on, y'all.
I didn't say it was
y'all can't have. I mean, I'm not just talking about black men. I'm talking about white men too.
Right. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead.
I said men in general.
Okay, right. Black men, just like you cheating on me, girl.
It make you want to just kill. It make y'all can't handle that.
Y'all can't or won't tolerate. What do you mean? It ain't above me to think a woman ain't gonna cheat. I'm like, she cheated on me, she did me a favor. Yeah, you did me a favor. No. Go ahead.
Saying we're worse than the ladies, us men.
We don't tolerate it. It's a different. Can't handle. It's different. I don't tolerate that. Go. I'll let you.
Well, why do y'all
have a high standard?
It's like double standard.
We don't expect women to tolerate it neither. That's up to you. That's on the individual.
So why do you do it so much and so effortlessly?
You said you was me. You talking to me?
No, we're
men. As the bell speaks,
you're representing
these
men.
mammals.
No, I don't represent men. When it comes to you represent the men. I don't even cheat. What you talking about? How can I represent a cheating man and I don't even cheat, don't even date? What are you asking me? I don't cheat.
How do y'all do it so effortlessly?
Do what so effortlessly? You got to ask somebody who cheating doing that. I don't. How can I speak on something I don't do?
So if you're watching this, comment
like you asked me about rock climbing.
How do you cheat so effortlessly?
How do people climb rocks so good?
You went live.
You can't handle it being done to you.
You keep.
Why do men do it at such a high rate? Or maybe it's just
stop. We said it before. I think we said it before.
That I know.
Women cheat at the same rate. What are you talking about?
Y'all don't say that.
Women cheat at the same rate.
Do you really think so?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't have to think. I don't have to think.
We're some faithful creatures.
Portia, you know.
Y'all faithful too.
I know. I'm here.
Portia, you know.
Portia,
women, you know. Hey, why I gotta get called out?
You know that story I told you? What? Right. Married woman. Married woman.
Women
I ain't even know. I ain't know. Y'all do it just like we do.
Oh, I was now, Trey, when you told me that story, I was shook. I was shook because I never would have thought that lady was cheating on her husband.
Man, they do
never.
They cheat, and they cheat better.
I was gonna say, you just said y'all do it.
I agree with that. We cheat.
Y'all do it better.
Yeah,
I don't think men cheat right.
I think we both can relax or something.
Y'all not business as much. The people who cheat sloppy, that's the ones you keep blaming, but y'all cheat too. The same thing. Cheating is a people thing, not a gender specific thing.
I think we get to relax.
People cheat.
I think.
Okay, so how would you feel if you were in a relationship with a woman, right? And y'all have built a legacy together. Y'all got your own house. Y'all working. Y'all doing what y'all gotta do. Is it okay if I give you a hall pass? Just you've been getting on my nerves.
For me,
go cheat.
Well, then she don't want me no more. I'm like, cool. You tell me to go cheat. I'm like, well, go and do what you got to do. Because if I ain't brought up nothing about me sleeping with nobody else, and she brought up, like, obviously you got something you need to go do. So go and handle your business.
Reminds me of The Shy.
I think it's a test. I think you tested me.
Yeah, what? No. If I feel like I need another woman, then I don't need you.
Arenda, I think you trying to eat. I think you testing me. See what I'm going to say. Next time I'm gonna get hit in the top of the head, like, oh, so you want to go and have a real? I feel like that's what's gonna happen to me. I'm like, no. I on that podcast show. You feel like you're trying to test me, dog. Oh, you give me a hall pass?
Saying if you offer me a hall pass and I ain't brought up nothing about me being with nobody else, obviously
that's a red flag.
Something you want to go do.
Okay, let's say this. Okay, let's bring up real female issues. She probably has started her menopause. Her body is going through some hormone changes and it's just not working. And it's been a couple of months and she said, look, baby, you know I haven't been myself lately. Here's a hall pass.
What that mean? I haven't been myself lately. Mentally?
I haven't been able to please you. We haven't had sex in a couple of months.
Counselors now that means it's a mental block somewhere.
It ain't a mental block. It's something going on with her.
Like her body.
Yeah,
her body
changes in their body. Their sex drive goes completely down.
I still have a sex drive?
Yeah, and she understands that you still have a sex drive and she just feels bad and like, okay, baby, I haven't been able to please you. I don't plan on pleasing you for a couple of months. My body is going through some hormone changes.
Are you telling my lady I have to wait 2 months? I can't wait 2 months on my lady? No, I'm just saying. You said we built all this stuff. You said legacy. That means that we got kids somewhere.
Yeah.
So if I can't wait 2 months on somebody I got legacy and build all this with them.
What if it's not 2 months? What if it's not 2 months? What if it's a whole year?
So you telling me to go cheat on you because you 100% sure you don't want to do nothing to me in a year? That what you telling me?
Or is it a year? Like this is some real stories I'm telling you. Like I'm an hairstylist.
I believe everything you say. I'm a personal trainer, so I'm the ones who get them back in shape so they can go back and do it to them.
But what if I was with you? I know a situation. What if the lady has cancer?
Yeah.
And she say during that time you can go sleep with somebody else. Or what if she even go find you that somebody else?
Y'all really trying to paint me into a weird hypothetical. What I'm trying to tell you.
This is like real life.
This is real life.
But you asking me personally, I can only speak for me.
Okay.
You said we got all this stuff like legacy, years, all this invested, and she's like, you know what? Hey, I got cancer. I'm not supposed to understand that. I'm not.
No, you understand, but it's just that at some point of not saying like right then and there, like through the whole process, she's going through the procedure, trying to get better, or she might not be getting better. And of course, you're there by her side, but like she's offering you.
That's what y'all telling me.
Yeah, that's just like saying they in jail for 2 to 5 years.
No, you say if she's in hospice, then all right, cool.
No, I'm not saying hospice.
In hospice.
You in hospice?
Hospice, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out.
No, hey, she's setting it up. She's setting it up.
I want you to see with another woman. I want you by my side while I'm dying.
No, you said she's setting it up. So I'm like, all right, cool. While you in hospice, girl, you cool.
So you go back to the whole time. As soon as I go on hospice, well, I'm ready to go get me some more coochie.
No. I mean, I get everything y'all saying, but like what Dr. Moore about to allude to, I can get locked up at any given time. I can get hit with 3 to 5. I can get hit with a 10-year.
You're right.
And I'll be like, baby, it ain't nothing I can do for you physically and damn near barely financially.
Yeah.
So while I'm locked up, go ahead and just I called him my homeboy Ray. He got you. No.
I'm gonna find you somebody random. I'm gonna get you to a room that we want to see.
And she was faithful.
So that's the thing. Like you talk about a test of faith of a legacy that when you said legacy and all this tenure, it's a different dynamic. It's bigger than just a physical connection with us. At that point,
you're still human.
You said what?
You still human.
Yeah, I know I'm human, and that's another human being I'm dealing with.
So what you gonna do about your blue balls?
What you mean? How they gonna get blue? How?
Because you rise to the occasion, but I can't take you down. So how you gonna?
Man, you got all kind of options. You got so many options. What you want?
So I can buy you a pocket. I can go buy you a pocket.
No. Why buy that? She already got 2 of them.
Hey.
Well, she might not be able to do that though.
I got cancer and I'm weak. I can't.
Her hand, bro. There's no options, bro.
She might be too weak.
I'm going out every option I got. Sorry. I'm going out every option. Every last one.
I got a broke wrist.
Hey, I'm going every option, bro. Everything on the table at that point. Let's get it.
What if it's something simple? Postpartum. Women shut down with postpartum.
But that don't last. How long that lasts? Talk to me.
It can last a long
year. It can last for a long time. I actually have a few, but I have a few couples that I'm actually counseling right now, and they're in counseling because of the postpartum depression, and that the fact that they're unable to, with all the hormonals and just being depressed, and they're unable to like be there for their husband or even perform for their husband. And I had one couple that's been struggling for it for about a couple of years now. And then
that's a long time.
Yeah. Okay. That's a while. That's a long time, and it's just to the point where they're in couples counseling because they're in the point where they're on the verge of divorce.
Okay, I got you. I get that. I think what I'm on is where I'm cloudy at is I understand the physical aspect and I understand my needs, but at the same time, I'm at a point in my life and age. How valuable is this person to me? Do I want to introduce different energy into that?
Okay.
If this person has a lot of value to me, then it's kind of like, it's easy to be like, well, we've been married about 3-4 years and some just, whatever this hypothetical happened. I'm like, man. But if we build a legacy, that means I done had a lot of good years enjoying some splashing. So it depends. There's a lot of context that need to be brought up, but I don't know. I can't say until I visit that, but you talking to a man who don't even date.
We want you to start dating.
Okay, I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Go to the grocery store and just go on aisle 2 and just wait. And just say, hey, can I get your number?
I'm gonna create I'm gonna get slapped in the face. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna create a Tinder right now.
A Tinder?
Yeah. I'm gonna go on a date tomorrow. Saturday. I'm going
on Tinder.
I'm going to Saturday.
I don't think that's the right place to go.
Have y'all tried Facebook dating?
Yeah, I'm trying all that.
I've tried it. It don't work.
Why y'all need me to date though? Why y'all need to date and have a
Facebook dating?
It don't work.
What's Facebook dating?
Facebook has dating. It's kind of like Tinder. You swipe left and right.
And just
people on Facebook.
A bunch of eggplant emojis.
You already see those people. They already watching your story. Why are men stalkers like that?
Your friends.
I watch every single story. Like, dude, just say hey.
Oh, you know what? I watch stories and it ain't got nothing to do with flirting. When I see a bunch of people working out, it might sound crazy. I love to see folks trying to get their life together. Big folks, I love it. I like all that stuff in comment. Big dude, big women, I love it. I actually look and I'm looking to see what you're doing. I'm not flirting. I love to see people. And when you go, if you go on vacation and you do your thing, talk your talk, pop your collar. I like to see that, Cause they let me know, like, damn, somebody out here doing something.
That's why I think it's best to not even try to holler at somebody until you see them in person. Cause the social media thing, it does not work out. Not for me. I gotta see you. Like, you have to meet me somewhere and then add me as a Facebook friend. That's how I like to operate. Because, baby, I would 360 lipo myself. I don't keep my fupa on the internet. When you see my pictures, you'll be right beside me going, baby, now you darn know you was not looking like that.
All right.
And that's the wrap.
That's a wrap.
All right.